Hey guys, Real Spartan here, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. This is going to be another level 3 mission, but there should be, next episode should be Darkest Dungeon. There are only two things that could prevent me from doing Darkest Dungeon next episode. First thing is, in case I get an offer for an Ancestor's Pen, or, yeah, actually, just the Ancestor's Pen. That's the only trinket that would be distracting me from DD because it's just that good. Or, if Wolves at the Door happens, which I hopefully, it hopefully won't, so let's go. This team is very Mark-centric, as in it's got a lot of Mark synergy. So hopefully we should be able to take down huge enemies like Bone guys, I don't know. I forget what those guys are called. Bone Commanders? Sure, let's go with that. So, yep. This should be a good enough party. We don't have a stress healer, except for the Houndmaster, who, as we've seen from last episode, is not a reliable stress healer in the slightest, but I'm not really planning on taking much stress damage, even though, you know, that's kind of like the worst thing to possibly plan for. As you can't just say, oh, I don't plan on taking stress damage, but, yeah. We don't really have stress control, and our occultist is a ruins phobe, but, I would rather not bring out the Vestal, because occultist is there for the marking. Eldritch push, please don't push. Thank you. Okay, so, Houndmaster has stunning stuff, because I need stuns, and, the Hellion isn't reliably, a stunner, not really. Without a trinket and she's, combat only. That was kind of pitiful, actually. So let's get some bleeding on, deal some good damage as well. I don't know why a lot of people don't like this. I mean, the debuff is the only thing that prevents it from being used by everyone. But, okay. Some people really need to experiment with classes more.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mark this guy. Nice dodge on the occultist. That's why I didn't worry about the occultist, because he's got the sun cloak on, so he probably won't be taking much damage. What is the higher crit rate? The stab. I was wanting to get a crit for some stress healing, because this thing's dead anyway. Nothing much else it can do. Hindsight, I probably should have moved the occultist forwards and a chance to use Cry Havoc, but I didn't even have it equipped, so that was actually a good thing I didn't do that. Okay, I'm considering opening this with Wrath Gerber or whatever. Tetanus, that is absolutely horrible. At least I can remove them both next time I'm at the sanitarium. If only we had a cure disease thing on this party. It's kind of a shame that only 2 units have disease cures. The Plague Doctor, which makes sense, but the Grave Robber, really? I mean, I guess she does dig up graves a lot, so she'd need a way of curing her own sickness that it causes. Okay. Good to see a whole bunch of loot. I mean, this stuff is kind of trash, but I can just throw it out for more gold later on. So yeah, I actually started a Discord server now. Link will be in the description of this video. You can go check it out, whenever. I'll probably be, on there for a bit. But yeah, I just started it, so don't expect it to be, full of bots and junk like that, because, yeah, just started working on stuff. I actually haven't even done anything with it at this state. I just made it before this episode so I could talk about it. Because I don't want to make a separate video for it, because making separate videos is a pain. Making videos in general is a pain until I get Vegas on my computer. But that won't happen until potentially this Saturday. Because Saturday is the day where things get done in this house. Or outside of this house. I don't know. It's complicated. Okay, so, I kind of just want to get more heals on the Houndmaster here, because the occultist can't do it. Let's get rid of a corpse. I was considering putting a corpse clear on my occultist, but I honestly prefer the stab. Stun you again, because you somehow went before the Houndmaster. I mean, he's not really that speedy of a unit, but he's not that slow of a unit either. Especially when we have 2 units with 7 speed. Speaking of 7s, lucky 7s.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
This Helene just takes a lot of stress damage. Granted, she had like...
Now it must be carried home.
The only reason I brought her out is because she was the only real frontline unit I have in my Hamlet, because all of the units that I'm getting from the stagecoach that are low-level frontline fighters are absolute trash. Like, they always have some absolutely horrible quirk, like Kleptomaniac, the Yips, other shit like that. Oh, jackpot. 30 stress heal. Okay. So yeah, she's back to pretty much the way she started at the start of the dungeon, except she has lost a considerable amount of stats from tetanus, which used to be called lockjaw in this game. Why did they change that? I have no idea why. Great, the old Ghoul Enchantress combo. Let's start with a mark immediately and then just like stun the ghoul. Hopefully we'll go before this damn thing. I mean, it's got 6 speed, but we have like... Pretty much everyone has 7 speed. Except for, you know, the Obelisk is the only unit that doesn't have 6 speed, which is interesting. I'm gonna blind fire here because it's damage and I'm gonna go before this thing anyway. Hopefully... I mean, the speed rolls say I will. Nice, double crits. Everybody wins. Okay, 8, that's not bad. What's the chances of stunning? 144 plus 30 is 174. More chance to stun than it has to not stun. And it failed. 7 to 13. 10. Damn it. It was 1 point off death. Or, like, death of them. Not me, of course. Oh, well, we can just heal up that damage very easily. It was only 5 damage. Highest crit chance goes to Hound's Rush. Oh wait, or is it? Yeah, it's Hound's Rush. I remember back when Blackjack used to have a higher crit chance than Hound's Rush. Oh, come on. Okay, at least it's hidden treasure and not stress. Granted, it's only 100 gold, but... it's better than stress, of course. I would have much preferred to just cure all his stress with 1 holy water, but you can't always get your way. You can't put the sock in the dryer, Morty. When is Rick and Morty Season 3 coming out? I really want that. It's the only TV show I actually watch now, and I don't actually technically watch it on TV. I go to adultswim.com and then watch it when it's been released. Which means I don't get to watch it immediately when it airs because I don't have, like, whatever channel Adult Swim's on. Because I'm not American, so it's harder to find. I don't even know what it's called. Maybe it's on... Actually, I just generally don't know what it is on. If I knew what it was on, I'd probably watch it, but I don't. So I have to watch it, like, 1 day after. Isn't too bad, though, I guess. No crits. That is a pain. But at least does enough damage to get lethal on that thing. Of course, stunning this guy because we don't have a lot of protection on this class. We have 5% protection and it's on the occultist. It's going to blind fire because blind fire is just a really good skill in general. No quarters have been given. Let's move you backwards because I don't want you to get killed by a giant mace hitting your face. It's still another good chance for a stun, but I'd rather have a mark to reduce that protection so we can actually deal some damage. Crushing blow. Smash. That wasn't too much damage. It isn't a light breeze though. It's self-heal. Hopefully the Houndmaster will be able to take this thing down. Probably not though, because, yeah, not nearly enough damage. You need like 8 more than max. 12, that's pretty bad considering it's the Houndmaster being hit, but then again, we have 1.5 healers essentially. No, that's good. Stress healing. Just gonna buff myself up so I don't miss next turn. And 26. Okay, perfect. Now pretty much anything can kill this guy. It's only 3 damage. Stab him.
Their cursed champion falls.
I don't know how you can stab through plate mail, but I don't know.
Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Lazy sign. I've got nothing. There's no secret rooms around here. I'll just use a key anyway. I'll just dump off these heirlooms.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yes, a well-performed task of fitting a key into a sarcophagus. Actually, that was pretty stupid of me to say that, because the task is obviously the killing of the skeletons. Am I out of holy water now? Yes, I am.
Glittering gold.
Oh well, it's holy water well spent, at least.
Paid for in blood.
Well spent. Let's go up and to the right and then left. We won't use any torches here because I'll just fill up the torchlight with my campfire. I mean, there's only one fight in the way. So, yeah, it's just one fight. Unless it's the collector, then it's like no threat. See, there's nothing up there. So we get a good value out of our thing. Let's just douse the torchlight.
Secrets and wonders can
What could possibly go wrong? Shambler.
corners of this place.
Okay, no shambler. That's good. It's always good that there's no shamblers when you don't want them. Then again, when would you want a shambler? Apart from, like, you get the helping hand event and then you do a level 1 mission with level 5 units. And then you can just slaughter shamblers. It's always fun to do that. Oh, come on. You got minimum damage, so you couldn't kill a weather. Now the Arbalest is going to be executed. Oh no, you pay for your sins. Probably should have used Bleed Out, but honestly, what were the chances of hitting absolute minimum damage?
A devastating blow.
Answer is like 1 in 9. Oh wait, no, it was 1 in 10, because she's like doing 11 to 20. Yeah. There, you won't miss now. Oh look, Sacred Scroll.
This expedition at least promises success.
That's worth 3,750 gold. Always good to find very rare trinkets. Even if you know you're not going to use them, because Sacred Scroll is kind of garbage. And that is a buff, which I could probably just, yeah, I've got 3 torches, I'll just use the campfire here. So you can get the buff and keep it for a while.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay, who has stress heals? No one. Okay. Just sharpen spear. Could get more scouting chance, but that probably doesn't help because we have enough scouting chance. You're the only one who has a stress healing move. That is just great. Well, apart from the Houndmaster's self-stress heal, but that doesn't really count because it doesn't cure everyone else. It doesn't cure anyone else, in that matter. I can pep talk. This party has absolute garbage camping skills. I might as well get the scouting chance, because what else am I going to get? There was like no prevent the nighttime ambush. I don't think the occultist has his nighttime ambush clear. And even if he did, I wouldn't want to use it because it's like 21 stress. Yeah, he does. Don't care though. Let's mark you so we can kill with the Houndmaster, hopefully.
Eradicated.
That's a nice crit, courtesy of Sharpened Spear countering the disease. Let's use one of these dog biscuits so we don't fail.
Decimated.
Oh no, ran for the old gods, it's so threatening. Boo!
Struck.
Wow, this is going surprisingly well. Oh, come on, you couldn't get that last crit for the 100% crit rate reward?
Purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
There is no 100% crit rate reward. I've cheated you. I've cheated you all and you didn't even notice. Okay, so the Houndmaster took the buff, which is pretty bad. Because I wanted it on the Hellion, because she kind of needs it. She has the highest damage stat at 9 to 17. So damage buffs are of course worth more. Which is why I don't bring out a Houndmaster or use like the Bounty Hunter or the Man-at-Arms for DPS, because other units get with like higher damage stats, like the Hellion, the Crusader, and the Leper, get much bigger buffs from using things that grant, extra junk. Like 20% of the Leper is better than 20% on the Bounty Hunter. Usually 10% on the Leper is better than 20% on some other units. Which is why I like the Leper, because he gets the most from a... You give a little, and he gets a lot. There's a fight up there. Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. Sack's contents are yours. I remember back a while ago, Dem tried to mod the game, and he just changed all of the text in the game to say really stupid things. I forget exactly what he did, but I don't know. It was funny. Something about when you got taken by the... what's the name of that boss again? The Siren. Something about fish waifu or junk like that. I don't know, they were weird times.
A decisive pummeling.
I don't even know why I didn't use the dog biscuit there. This is the last fight. Perfect blind fire aim. And run for the old gods. This is why scouting is important, people. This is also why speed is important. Okay, you're bleeding. And you are dead. Dead, dead. And throw out the dog biscuit, because the dog biscuit does not work on chests. And it's a trap. Oh yeah, more disease. No, okay. I wanted the disease. Oh well. There is always an opportunity for disease next week. So yep, we got the Rampart Shield. You may be confused why I want a Rampart Shield, because you could just use the Stun Amulet, and you're not going to use Stun Amulet and Rampart Shield on the same unit because you're going to need the Torch because it's a man-at-arms. You're going to need the Protection from a Revelation. Yep, we just need a reliable move skill chance buff and a stun buff at the same time, because we're going to be needing to use Rampart to reposition those damn Cultist Templars a lot. Or Templar Warlords, or whatever they're called. Oh great, we've got 4 disease people. It's just absolutely horrible. Misses the spot, I'll have to cure that too. Manslayer is surprisingly good, but I'd rather have Eldritch Slayer. Fear of Beasts, Fangophobia, Weapon Tinker. Those are all terrible. Except for Weapon Tinker, but please no rules at the door. Excellent. Checking Stagecoach. Absolute garbage. Unless you have Precise Striker. No, you have Eagle Eye. What is it with people getting those lepers getting buffs to range skills? Okay, is there an Ancestors? Yep, I'm of course going to go get the Ancestors Pen, because this buff is it's just too good. Like, you never turn down an Ancestors Pen. So, yep, before Darkest Dungeon, the final Darkest Dungeon, like, definitely no nothings after this, we're going to get the Ancestors Pen. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Ancestors Pen, then Darkest Dungeon, guaranteed. There is nothing I need after getting the Ancestors Pen. Unless, of course, Rules at the Door happens. Hopefully it won't, though. So I'll see you then. Bye.